guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am here today to do my 40-week pregnancy update. I'm still here, still in one piece, still pregnant, but what can you do? As of today, I am actually 40 weeks and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 days pregnant. 40 weeks and 3 days pregnant. I have been going with the 16th of October as my pregnancy update. I mean, my pregnancy due date. Jesus Christ. I have now swapped it to what the hospital had been going by. So it's only a day difference. But originally, well, the hospital have always had my due date as the 15th of October, and I have always said it's the 16th, just because the 16th is the date that matches up with my last period. But I think the hospital goes from dating scans. So we're going by the 15th of October now, so as of today I am 3 days late for birth. So this past week has kind of been, I'm not going to say a tough one, but I've been really feeling pregnancy this past week. I think it's been really, I know people say it gets really tough and really slow in the last couple of weeks or the last 10 weeks from 30 weeks onwards. But really, the only tough few weeks have been probably this week, this past week and the week before, just because sleep, I am tired, and I know it only gets worse from here, so I'm not about to start complaining now, but I wake up probably 3-4 times a night to get up to the bathroom, and the pain that I'm in when I roll over is pretty bad, but it's not too bad where I'm like, I can't move or anything like that. Other than that, what else has happened? So I had my midwife appointment yesterday. Now, as of yesterday, I was 2 days late. So that's where we started talking about steps to take for, well, basically just what happens next. So as of next week, I have an ultrasound. So they really don't intervene or anything at the hospital I'm at. They really don't intervene until you're officially a week late, so 41 weeks. So next week I'll be going for an ultrasound where they'll determine whether Bubs has enough fluid in my uterus and if it's still safe to continue the pregnancy. If not, then I'm not sure what happens there. I guess then and there they take me in, possibly. I'm not entirely sure. If everything is fine with that ultrasound, then I do go downstairs to the birthing unit, and before you get too excited, that is where I get an internal and a stretch and sweep, or yeah, membrane sweep. Membrane sweep. So hopefully they'll go in and they'll check to see if my cervix is softening on its own. If it's not, they do give me a gel, which I'm pretty sure she called Cervidil. Cervidil. So they'll put a gel up there, and then 2 days after that I go back in to see if it's worked. If not, I guess we just go from there. But from as of right now, I have an ultrasound, then I do a stretch and sweep and the gel, possibly. And then we go from 2 days after that. So 2 days after that, I'll be 41 weeks and 2 days. So, but this is all only if I don't go on my own in the meantime, which, I mean, like right now, like sitting here, I don't feel pregnant. Like I only feel, again, I've said it many times during these updates, I don't feel pregnant until I feel her move. But there are some things that make me feel pregnant. Like yesterday, Nathan and I finally painted my belly. If you follow me on social media, you would have already seen it. It's on my Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram name on the screen, so you can go if you want to see the final result. But the video will be coming soon of the process. If you want to see that, that will be coming soon. But as he was doing that, I was getting some serious pains, like the lightning pain. And usually when I get the lightning crotch or the lightning pain, whatever you all want to call, whatever anyone wants to call it, it's just like a one shooting kind of a pain. And then, but yesterday it was like doof doof, like it was like, I don't know how to explain, like it was a pulsating lightning pain, I guess. So that's becoming more frequent. And then this morning I did lose a little bit more plug, actually. So potentially maybe she might come on her own before Tuesday. I'm hoping she does, because I really would prefer not to be induced, just because when I did my breastfeeding class, there are a few things I heard that just, I wouldn't say turned me off, but I would just rather go natural, as I'm sure anyone else would. You know, you want to know that your body does what it's supposed to do on its own. But yeah, I would rather go on my own before next week's ultrasound if I can, hopefully over the weekend. Today is Friday, so keep your fingers and legs and everything else you can cross for me. Pray for me. But yeah, basically that lightning pain is just getting more frequent, more intense. I wouldn't say I've had any contractions yet. I don't know what a contraction feels like, actually. Some women say it feels like just like a normal period cramp, which I feel plenty of, but I mean, I don't know if that's me contracting or what, but others say it feels like a tightening of the belly, and I do get like tight belly, but it's not painful at all. It literally just feels like I'm pressing on Bub's back. Like, it just feels like my belly is super hard, or I have rock hard abs, which I'm not used to, so definitely no, it's not those. Another update yesterday from my midwife appointment is that I did actually mention that she has been a little quieter these past, well, not so much starting from yesterday afternoon, but yesterday morning and the day before she was a little bit quiet, and not enough for me to worry. She was still moving around like normally, but it was just quieter than usual, I guess. So when I mentioned that at my midwife appointment, she was like writing something down, and all of a sudden she was like, oh, and that kind of freaked me out. I was like, oh god, what? But apparently it's just routine that once someone says that, they send them to the hospital for a CTG. Now, when I was there, I did ask what CTG stood for, but 10 minutes after that, it kind of was in one ear out the other, because I can't, apparently my brain retention is not good at the moment, so can't explain what the CTG stands for. Something cardiovascular, I'm not even going to try, because it's gone. Basically what it is, I can tell you what it is, I just can't tell you what it stands for. They just monitor you and Bub for about, I was monitored for about 10 minutes until they saw that Bub was super happy. So they put the two straps across your belly. One measures Bub's heartbeat, and the other measures tightenings of your belly. I don't think I had any tightenings, because it stayed 14 and 15. I don't know what that number means. I don't know what that range is. Bub's heartbeat is supposed to go from anywhere from 110 to 160, she said, was a safe range, and they like to see it go up and down a certain amount of times in 10 to 15 minutes, just so they know that Bub's, you know, is moving and happy. She said, just like us, if we get up and move, our heart rate raises same way as Bub's would. So if Bub was moving, her heart rate would go up and down, which it did. It fluctuated from like 130 to over 160, which kind of freaked me out, but she said that's normal. It's just like, you know, us going on a jog kind of a thing. And I also had like a little button that I had to press every time I felt her move, which of course, as they do, you know, you mentioned to a midwife that, you know, baby's been a little bit quieter, so she sends you to the hospital, and once you get to the hospital, Bub picks up movements. It's just the way it is. So she was there and she was going mental, of course. And then we got home, where Nathan and I had decided to paint my belly, because obviously he was able to come home from work because I was sent to the hospital. We took the and because we were only at the hospital for maybe half an hour. Hold on, mum's calling. That was just mum checking that I'm not giving birth. But yes, so we were only at the hospital for about half an hour, if that. So we were able to come home, and Nathan didn't have to go back to work. So we took the opportunity to finally paint my belly, being that I'm overdue, and of course the day we went to do it, I probably would have gone into labor had we waited any longer. But yes, we've been wanting to paint my belly for a while now, and it just hasn't worked out. Nathan is either late home from work, too tired when he gets home, because he's been doing 15, like, I'm gonna say anywhere from like 11 to 15 hour days. It varies, so it's kind of hard to plan for that kind of a thing. But anyway, we finally got it done. As I said before, if you want to check it out, it's on my social medias. If not, the video will be up sometime next week, probably Monday, Tuesday, either one of those. But yes, other than that, there's just the fact that I've been really tired, and like I said, I'm not going to start complaining too bad about it right now, but like I can wake up and then an hour later I'm like, holy dooly, I gotta take a nap, because I can't keep my eyes open. So I go for a nap for about an hour. I don't like to oversleep, because I know if I oversleep then I'm up all night, because I've slept too much during the day. it's a crazy world, pregnancy. But nothing other than that has changed from last week. Mum actually walked in last night and said that my belly had kind of changed shape, I guess. I dropped a while ago, like she's quite low down. Oh, there you go, there's another update, I forgot. So when Midwife was feeling for her head, she could only feel this like fifth of her head. So she's quite low down, which is exciting. I'm hoping that means she's just gonna shoot on out anytime. I'm like really ready. I wouldn't say like I'm struggling in pregnancy. I'm just really ready to meet my baby, because people that were due after me are having their babies. And I'm like, what the heck, man? Like, it's my turn. Like, let me go first. It's not fair. But I guess that's just what happens in pregnancy. You have to watch everyone else have their babies before you. And it probably feels like that to everyone. But that's my life right now. Anyway, guys, that's it for my 40-week pregnancy update. I really hope that there's not going to be a 41-week update, but now that I've said that, I'm sure as shit that there is going to be one. So come back next week for that. Hopefully not though. Hopefully I have a baby over the weekend, and next week there might be some kind of a birth vlog or baby introduction of some sort. So keep your fingers crossed for me. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to come back and see more videos on our journey to baby girl. Bye, guys. I just finished filming and I realized I didn't do a bump shot, but my battery is flashing, so I'm going to quickly do a bump shot like right now. Don't mind the PJ pants. You're even lucky that I changed my shirt for this video. But here is my 40-week bump. Like when my mum said that my belly shape has changed, I don't really see that. I mean, I feel more round if anything. But yep, 40-week bump.